Happy New Year, everybody. Tim Knight, Slope of Hope. This is going to be a really exciting year for Slope. I've got a lot of plans for the blog this year, a lot of new stuff coming. It's going to be a very different place. Same old good old Slope you've known and loved will still be here, but a lot of big plans. So stay tuned. Yeah, big day for the Bulls. What did the close up? Let's find out. I forgot already. 178. Okay. Still hasn't burst above this channel, and closed. Not quite near the highs. It kind of was the old peak in the first half hour, and then just kind of fart around the rest of the day. But the last day of the year and the first day of the year is kind of bizarre. Glad it's out of the way. Now we can focus a little more on some normalcy. The chart I had up there earlier, there's one way to look at the ES, which is that we still haven't poked above that 1283 high from October 27. Another way to look at it is that we have indeed had a breakout. If you take the triangle perspective, being conservative, I would say that until such time as this breakout fails, we have to sort of respect the potential for a move higher. But there you go. So I also was watching precious metals quite closely. I think these are setting themselves up for another terrific short opportunity. I didn't touch gold or silver today. Actually, I touched silver late in the SLV. I shorted a small position, literally like 0.1% of my portfolio. But I think silver, it might be setting up for a nice short. The thing is that if you look at, say, let's get the symbol right here, dollar XAU, very, very interesting pattern going on, because this this descending channel had been broken and we've retraced hard into it. If we see weakness tomorrow, I think that could be the start of something really cool on the short side. Anyway, and GDX, a lot of strength there today. Close this gap. I'm going to kind of step aside until such time as we possibly close that one. It's a little strong for my taste, up nearly 5% today. And as far as the bonds go, I've rejiggered these trend lines a bit to reflect on the bearish side for bonds, the prospect of breaking this trend line, and on the bullish side for bonds, breaking above this level. In fact, while I've got your attention, let me just see 14647, 14634. Okay, so this is tilted a little tiny bit downward, but we really need a break above this level to get a bearish case going for stock. So I think that by the end of this week, the market sort of intent will help reveal itself a bit, because for one thing, we've got the big jobs report coming out on Friday morning before the open. And as I said, getting that first weird trading day out of the way is helpful. I wanted just to go through some short ideas, surprise, surprise. I actually, in looking back on last year, I actually don't regret being bearish. In fact, I do regret not being bearish enough. I wish I'd never dabbled on the long side, and I wish I'd been more aggressive on the short side. Even though the S&P closed unchanged, I mean, almost to the 100th of a point unchanged, I would have had a better year if I hadn't even bothered with any hedges or any longs or anything like that, just to be pure, unadulterated bear. So having said that, I'd like to share with you, as I say, about 20 or so interesting short ideas. I'll go through these rather swiftly because there are so many. I've shared some of these before, others I haven't, and I'll just mention the symbol and what I consider kind of decent stop area. So here's ABD. Got a stop on this up at 10:02. That's ABD. ACTG. This is Acacia Research. And in a lot of these cases, you'll see that in spite of the nearly 200-point gain on the Dow today, pretty mild gains on a lot of these and drops in some cases, which is particularly encouraging. So I've got a, it's going to take me much time to talk about stops on these, and you should kind of figure those out for yourself, so forget that. AGO, nice big topping pattern here and way at the top of this multi-month range. Good old ANF, Abercrombie and Fitch. I'm using this line here as my stop, up a mere 0.1% today. Arrow, another clothier, which is actually nice little down day today on this one, over 2%. And so I'm using this line as my stop. AZO, the shining star of the Eddie Lampert empire, significant broken trend line here and a drop of about 1.5% today. Why a store that sells auto parts has done this is beyond my mental capacity. BDN, pretty chart here. Nice topping pattern, a drop, a retrace. Let's stay below this line. That's the key. Broadcom, head and shoulders on this one. Shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline, zooming in. And I'm not using the neckline, it's too far away. I'm actually using the high right here. 30.35 is my stop on this sucker. BRLI, I'd mentioned this one. It continues to be rather strong, but I think it's kind of running out of some gas here. So I'm using this line as my stop. Big drop before. Interesting if we could make that happen again. BYI, actually down today. Series of lower highs. CEF, an old favorite, was disturbingly strong today. I actually got stopped out of this, so I re-entered it using a more loose stop here at 20.71. You know, clearly the strength in the oil pushed this higher. CHSI, Catalyst Health Solutions, broken trend line and beneath this horizontal, right, like so. CNK, I did a specific post about this one today, and it actually, fell from when I did that post. It's pretty much near the lows of the day, and a very nice break beneath a symmetric triangle. COO, Cooper Companies, using this level. DRI, rather a complex pattern on this one. Nice 2% drop today, nice gap down. Not using the gap, too far away from my liking, using this high instead. 46.50 is the stop on this one. DSW, one I don't think I've ever mentioned before. Didn't even notice how handsome this, we've got both a bearish engulfing pattern plus a crack of this level. So very good looking. DXCM, Dexcom, quite well defined head and shoulders on this one, very clean. ELP, soft all day long, down about 2.5% on the day. ETH, which I've had poor luck with last year. Let's see if this will finally poop out as a triple top. INCY, and don't worry, there's only about 8 left, almost done. Using this level here, this gap close as the stop. LOW, lows, even though Home Depot was super strong today, these guys weren't nearly as strong. There's my level. LTD, maybe some tax selling on this one, dropping nearly 3% today. Nice break of that trend line, nice bearish engulfing pattern. Mohawk, MHK, rather tight stop on this one at 61.70. MLM, which I think is Martin Marietta. Yes, symmetric triangle on that one. NWL, Rubbermaid, gap close, 16.75 at my stop. PETD, Petroleum Development Corporation. Not bad. I mean, some of the patterns we've seen here are a lot better than this one. It's not bad. PPO, nice top here, kind of a rounded top with using this level, 46.58 as my stop. And the last one, SanDisk, down over 3% today at the top of a very, very long-term trading range. All right, that's it. Pray for rain. See you later.